Well, I'll tell you a story. I was talking with a CFO of one of the major companies here in Utah, and I was asking him about his thoughts on metals. And, you know, I get the typical, everyone's a gold bug, or, you know, they kind of get this, oh, you're one of those kind of investors, right? Looks from this guy. And he says, you know what, that's so old fashioned. That's so, you know, 1800s. That's so Pirates of the Caribbean. And so, you know, there wasn't a real great appreciation for investing in metals and gold and silver and platinum, whatever. And then I asked him, I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. You know, if you look at your portfolio, just look at it from a sheer portfolio perspective. You know, everything you own is invested, it's all denominated in US dollars. And he's like, yeah, and your point is? And I said, my point is if the dollar goes down, what happens to all your assets? What happens to the value? You see, a lot of people don't recognize that the value of their wealth went down, because when they look at their account statement, it still shows, you know, $10,000. But the purchasing power of that $10,000 has gone down. When the value of the currency goes down, the purchasing power of that $10,000 goes down. And I think that's where, you know, you have to find, if you're really truly going to be diversified, and if you're really truly going to diversify your portfolio, then you really need to diversify it with assets that aren't necessarily denominated in US dollars. And I think that's when the light bulb went on for the CFO. He's like, oh, yeah, you know what? I never really thought of it that way. And I think a lot of us are in that same predicament. Very rarely do we look at our bank account. Well, we're happy if the bank account's going up. You know, if the bank put another $3.50 of interest into our bank account, we're happy, but we're unaware that the value of that $3.50 was relatively small. And I think that's really where our traders, you know, one of the things Apiary really teaches traders is to, hey, seriously look at the value. Don't look at the number, but look at the value of your portfolio.